Shalom. Once again, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honor to the apostle and elder of GMS, all you brothers in the four corners of the earth that pushing the truth and sincerity and in truth. Shalom. No, this is Brother Isaiah with a quick lesson to the spirit Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Then I hope it be edifying to the 144,000 chosen men, women, and children make up the one third. Now, questions asked is, what does it mean that the Lord is only going to save the elect? Yes, first you have to understand who is the elect, right? What the elect will do and who is the elect to the Lord, right? Now, the elect is the one who's going to do the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I have some precept, we can get into it to show you exactly what's up with the elect and who they is, and what the scriptures say about them. Wow. Anyway, this is Zephaniah chapter 3 and 12. We're going to start with. You say, I will also live in the midst of thee on the afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You gotta get it out of the way, right? They gonna trust in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Now, a lot of people going to come into this truth, but they wouldn't trust in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Like, you have camps out there, they trust in the guns, some trust in riches, some trust in the clothes, different thing. Some trust in themselves. The scripture tell you that in the last days they're gonna have lovers of themselves, truth breakers and all of these things, right? But the scripture said that I also will live in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people. So these men gonna catch hell, right? Now when I say hell, I mean to the hell of destruction, but they're gonna actually, they're gonna catch real hell. Because literally we in other words, and I said we, because I hope in the spirit Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that I am one of those men. They're not gonna be comfortable. That is one, right? This world wouldn't love them. Remember the scripture say that the world wouldn't love, if you was of the world would have loved you, but we are not of the world. So this world, they reject us. The people reject us. Our two-third people reject us. These heathens, they reject us. Everything, nothing work for us. It tell us in the book. Let me get it. One thing to feel taken through this. Okay, I'll just move by the spirit here. Right, it tell us in the book of Isaiah 59 and 15. It say, yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. Right? So when you remove yourself from this wicked ass place, you become a prey. But the Lord said he's gonna what? Protect us, he's gonna heal us, he's gonna, and we waiting for our healing. Yes, we're waiting for our healing. It tells us in the book of Psalm that the Lord is gonna come with healing in his wings. Right? I think it's in Psalm. Silak is not in Psalms, it's Malachi. Let me get it quick. No, it's in Malachi. Malachi, I think it's in. Hold for me. Just moving with the spirit here, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right. Boom. All right, Malachi. Which part? I think it's in 2. He say, Malachi 4 and 2. He say, but unto you that fear my name, shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wing, and he shall go forth and grow up a scarf of the star, right? Of the star. So, in other words, the Lord, when Yahweh shall come, remember I tell you in the book of Revelation, right? In the book of Revelation, let me get it. In the book of Revelation 22 and 12, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. So the Lord is coming with rewards, you know, and chiefly he's coming with what? Healing, right? To heal his people because we're sick. Anyway, back in Zephaniah chapter 3 and 13, it said the remnant of Israel, and the remnant of Israel is talking about the next word for remnant is elect, right? The election, right? And it say of Israel because okay, let me get some precept. Let me get some precept for younger brothers and sisters, young men in this truth, right? Let's say in Isaiah 45, and I think it's Isaiah 45 and 4. It says, for Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel my elect. So all Israel is considered as elect. It's elect because out of 18 nations, the Lord choose what? The Lord choose Israel for the elect nation. It's chosen people, right? But here it tell you in the New Testament, Romans chapter 11 and 7, it say, what then? Israel have not obtained that which they seek for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest was blinded. So there's an elect in the elect. Now this is what we're reading about here in Zephaniah. We're reading about it in Zephaniah chapter 3 and 13. You see, the remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid because of what? The deceitful tongue is talking about we're going to speak this gospel truthfully, right? We ain't going to sugarcoat it. We're going to tell you as it is. Like, for instance, the rape doctrine, like I hear IUIC saying that when you tithe in, you don't tithe with money. Which part of the scripture said that? Which part of the scripture said that? You see, this is foolishness, right? You could tithe with money. For instance, every error or every whatever time that we in, like today, right? Like matter of fact, back, let me say back in Abraham time, what was they using for money? They was using cattle, gold, and silver. But now we in this time, like for instance, when over 2,000 years ago, when we walked the earth, what they was receiving back then for money under the Roman, they was using gold coins, silver coins, right, which was considered money. Likewise today, the money that they use today, the paper money, the cash, wherever is it, right, the $50, that's what they use. That is, come on, man. And this is why he said about the elect. Let me read it back. You see, for the remnant of Israel shall dwell, Silakia, for the remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. So you teaching that, come on, you're not accurate, and that's why we tell, you young men and young women that coming into the shoe, don't be watching at each and every camp. You understand? You see, for they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid, because there's nothing, no other doctrine can come up against this doctrine and conquer it. Right? Good. Now we're going to, I jumped the gun a little bit, but okay. We're going to Zechariah chapter 13 and 8. It say, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord, that two parts therein shall be cut off and die. And two parts is talking about what? The 66.6% of Israel is going to die, right? But the third shall be left therein. And the third is talking about who? The 144,000 chosen men, women, and children that make up the one third. That is what he's talking about. So they're going to be saved in the Lord, right? Good. Now, Second Ezra, chapter 9 and 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of cluster, and a plant of great people. So you see the cluster of grape, the plant of a storm of people, which going back to the elect. The cluster of grape is the elect. That's what they're talking about. You see, let the multitude perish then, because the Most High ain't about the wicked, right? The Most High is about what? The righteous. You see, which was born in vain. Yeah, they was born in vain. Now, in other words, it's just hipped up, because when the Lord created the wicked and the righteous for his sake, for do they will, right? You see, there can't be no righteous without the wicked, and there can't be no wicked without the righteous. Now, what does that mean? The scripture tell you in let me get it. But the earth is going to be all run in righteousness, and they're going to have laws to govern these people, right? Okay, before I go today, I'm going to read this one for us. Right? Silakia. Right, I'll read this one for us. This is Sirach 33 and 14. It said, good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and they are two and two, one against the other. Now look at this. Sirach 42 and 24. All things are made double, one against another, and he have made none imperfect. So even the wicked is perfect in his wickedness, right? Okay, hope you're getting understanding of that. Right, so we're moving on. Where was? Right. Second Ezra chapter 9 and I'm at 22 now. You see, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept. Who's the grape? We're talking about the elect, right? The elect in Israel, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Now, when you remember I think it's in the book of Mark 8 and 24. Let me see if I get it. Mark 8 and 24. Right, this is the Lord healing the blind man. You see, and he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking. In other words, it's just, it's poetic. You understand? It's just, they use a tree as what? And say it's men, but literally it is men, Hey, this is just how the scripture is, man. Right? The elect is going to see it plainly. Now, going back to Zechariah chapter 13 and 9, you see, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name. Who's going to call on the Most High name? The elect. right? The elect. Let me get a precept. Right? Sirach 17 and 10. It say, and the elect shall praise his holy name. Only the elect. Now, would it have other people that know the name of the Lord? Of course. The heathen know the name of the Most High, but the Most High is not for them. The scripture says the Most High name is dreadful among the heathens. Right? God. So it's only the elect. Because only the elect is going to be saved. The only elect is going to be righteous. Only the elect the Lord died for. Right? And that is plain. Right? That is plain. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and 9. Right? You see, they that put their trust in him, which is the elect, they that put their trust in him shall understand the true doctrine. Right? They don't follow the Lamb wheresoever he go. You see, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. What is love? Love is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? For grace and mercy for grace and mercy is to a saint, and he had care for his elect. Only his elect. Only his elect. 2/3 of our people gonna die. They're gonna die some grievous death. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 and read from 13. It say, he being made perfect in a short time fulfill a long time. And this is talking about Enoch. Right? You see, for a soul pleased the Lord, therefore has he to take him away from among the wicked. And that's exactly what's going to happen, because two-thirds of our people are wicked, and the Lord is going to take us away. It tells us that in the book of Thessalonians, and tell us in the book of 1 Corinthians. I'm going to read it, 1 Corinthians chapter 15. Right? They tell you that we're going to be changed in a twinkle of an eye. You know, in the book of Matthew, 2 men shall be grinding, one shall be taken, another one left, 2 will walk in the field. Yeah, these is things that's going to happen. Right? They say this the people saw and understood it not, because we've been telling the people that, hey, this is what's going to happen. Right? This is what's going to happen, but they don't believe. They say, neither lay they up this in their mind, that this grace and mercy is with his saints, and he have care, and that he had respect unto his chosen, which is the elect. Right? Which is the elect. So the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, have care only for his elect. You understand? See, like here with the children upstairs. Anyway, yeah. So the Most High have care only for his elect, right? His chosen, right? Anyway, I make the point there through the Spirit of Bashem Yahushai. I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kodash. Double honor to the apostle and elders of James, all you brothers in the four corners of the earth, that pushing the truth and sincerity and the truth. Shalom. Bad Papa. Kwame Shalom.